Hello once again, Tricksters. Last time we left off, we were playing State of Decay. Now, we are in my server called surf16 server, as you can see, right there. This is where I'm going to set up spawn when Title Update 12 comes out, so everybody spawns in this area. This is pretty much the Sharketeer list where people can have privileges. VIP are the guys that have very special privileges like moderator and everything that can kick people from the game when they're doing something wrong. The map shows you where you are right now. That green dot right there that I'm pointing at shows you that's where you are. And we have one of Sharketeers with us right now. As we enter the back of the board, this is where you can have house requests, leave requests for house or any map, bugs and glitches about any maps you may have. And these are the maps that are set up right now. Some of them are not written down yet because I haven't gotten to that. Capture the flag, not ready yet. Now, if we take a left here, this is where one of the games are, and it's called Assassin's Creed 3. It's more of a 8v8 PvP map that is exactly like Infection. Once the assassin dies, he becomes a Templar. And you're chasing each other around this whole entire area while you're all trying to collect pretty much ingots of butter to buy things at the shop at the very back of the map. It takes a certain amount to enchant, to buy armor and everything else. This map is all about parkour. There is a forest back there you can also parkour. Some of the map have hidden sneak away tactics that you can do, like running into buildings and going out another side or a different direction. So it ends up being a really fun experience. And we have another Sharketeer that joined us. The only reason that there might be a glitch in this because sometimes the world doesn't render, like some of it's not rendering completely for me, as you can tell, even though I am the leader of this world. But let's move on. I put a sign there. I don't know why it's not showing up. It says games. As you can tell, that one says housing. I have changed the whole entire glass dome area where you have the Statue of Waves house. Now as we enter the Statue of Waves house, we have people's names on their blocks. They can change the block to whatever they want and have their favorite item on this item frame here. As you can tell, I have won the last game, so I have the Statue of Waves right now. My friend seems like he just wanted to feel like that's a holder. Of course, we have a couple people. I still need to get the rest of them online and onto this world so they can put their new blocks and everything. Now as we enter the housing, we have the boat by the VIP Bad Wolf 23. And right next to us we have Rager Haters Bros house. A little bit weird design for me because I've never really seen a house like this. But it feels nice and modern. I would like to live in this house on survival. Now, as we enter this part, this house is not completely done, as you can tell, as Jiggly White Boy is working on it. This is Jiggly White Boy's house. It looks more of a estate with a little hangover glass, which looks pretty nice. And then we have my huge house that I'm probably not going to look into. We have Slick over here, and his Tower of Slickness, as he calls it. And as we enter the kind of jet airplane flighter something, I don't know what to call it yet. There's no really good name for it. But see, he wanted to kind of had an explosion under his house, but it didn't really work out well for him. And then we enter this library, which is open up for people to live in, and also to create a library. And now we enter the boat that actually took probably 30 minutes to build. It's called an aircraft carrier. It's by a Panzer Warrior, and he built a Metallica sign, as you can see. course, there's always sexual content, usually on this server. Sometimes, if you look really hard, you'll find it. And then we enter his house. He hasn't really gotten anything done, nothing really livable yet. He has a clock to tell what time. Oh, there's one. A little bit hard to see buttons. That's why I say wooden buttons are the best for stone. Now we enter this area, back into the gaming area. As you can tell, there's not much housing done, running out of room for it, but we also have the end games, which I haven't put anything in. I'm going to make a ship versus ship type of map where you shoot TNT at you. You can take bows and arrows, you can shoot each other, climb each other's ships and everything. It should be fun. I don't know how far the end extends, so I'm going to have fun with that. We have the Nether games, which I'm putting TNT run in there, where you have TNT, you have sand on top, and then you have pressure plate. When you run across the pressure plate, the TNT falls and the sand falls. So you're potentially, it's almost exactly like Tron, except it's more explosive in Minecraft. As we enter this map, I haven't put any rules up because I'm still fixing all the glitches for it. This would be Dead Space 3. It's a really big, somewhat of an adventure map because it has riddles, and you have to read the signs to figure out some of the riddles and everything else. And it's also exactly like Assassin's Creed. If you die, you become a necromorph, and pretty much you just add on to the horror of the game, because there's some sneaky going through paintings and everything else, jumping from top of the ship to the bottom with vines, and scaring the crap out of people, which is fun. Here we have more of a traditional kind of game that fits more only like once a year kind of thing. It would be called the Easter egg hunt game. It reminds people more of Hunger Games. You have these redstone railings for the minecart when you send in your eggs, because you're running around looking for eggs in these random crates that are set up around the map. PvP is also on for this, so mostly people are fighting over eggs. It gets sometimes hectic with the amount of materials that are in that, because there's only stone and wooden swords. Now we move on to over here, where this has not been completed. This is going to be somewhat of a reminder to a Black Ops 2 kind of version. I don't know, I'm about to call it Black Ops 1. Kind of zombie apocalypse type of map, where it's a whole team effort, and every time the round starts, I'm probably going to be invisible, or either I'm going to set up dispensers around the map where a certain amount of zombies and certain mobs will attack you. Over here we have the Hunger Games. Luckily I had the help with a couple of the Sharketeers, as Jiggly Wet Boy, Bloody Cupcakes, sorry, I said that wrong, Bloody Cupcakes, and Battle of 23 has helped with the map. Over here we have the close to being done Capture the Flag map. You can burn the bridge down by your little dashboard that you have inside of your little tiny team castle quarters, and you can set up barriers like this sand barrier right here. I will try to put that up, and I don't think I did it right. Did I get it right? Man, I'm supposed to flick it again. Can't remember. I think I'm supposed to flick it. I think I'm supposed to double flick it. That's weird. Must be a glitch or something. Something must have happened. I'll try to fix that later, I guess. Another glitch I have to fix. Once you can only grab one wool with shears, and you can run back. If you lose that, the blue team can put which I'm telling you example on blue team, you can put your flag back on the stand again, and you can just start over. You only have 5 lives, so it might have a little bit of different combat where people are going to be staying back with arrows and everything else, sniping people off the bridge, but you can also burn down the bridge, which is a great access point to the other team's quarters. And then the whole entire system with this right here, which is the redstone clock kind of thing, I haven't got done. I had to do it both sides. That it's all connected under the whole entire map. Once you put the enemy flag inside a certain area, the redstone will light up because there's going to be a current going through, and it's going to say 1 point for which team. And if the whole team dies without no more lives left, that means that you pretty much your side won. It's more of a 5-minute to 10-minute game, depending how it goes, the first test. And then we have Leapfrog over here, where you get dropped into an area where there's just one block of water holded by signs, you can tell, and there's lava underneath, so you can fall to your death. Dang it, there you go. Then you're jumping around. You have this one straight path, which people are probably going to get clustered on, and they're going to end up fighting. It's more of survive and stay back from the others type of game. It's a free-for-all game. No teams are really accepted. You can sometimes fall in the water and swim, but then people hit you, you're done. Then we have the traditional game, which I take no credit for. I completely got it off the computer version. It's called Spleef, but it's my own kind of version to the Xbox version, because you can't set certain kind of priorities to the whole entire, like, one hit, the wool is gone. You have shears, and you're digging from under another person. There's no PvP, so there's no hitting or anything. It's pretty much you have to let your enemy fall to their death. Then we have here sand swimming, as this is set up because I watched a video of Rooster Teeth. If you haven't watched it, it's called Hop X, I believe. And pretty much once this wood burns all around the dispenser and everything else, the sand falls and people are supposed to dodge it. It's kind of a long-waited game because the wood doesn't burn that quickly, but also you have to get to a certain area because you can see where the burning is happening. Then finally we're at the last map. This is called Lollipop Rumble. It hits more of the kind of side of Skyblock because you have, it can be up to 2v2v2, and there can be 2 on each team. As you can tell, it can be up to 4 players because there's 4 lollipops. In Prince, you have your own area, the mine and everything, and your PvP is off until 2 minutes have passed, where you can gather materials, make your own house, protect yourself, and then you have a complete brawl. Whoever's last man standing wins, and if it's a team effort, they both win the statue of waves. And that's pretty much it. Right next to it, I'm probably going to make hide and seek. I haven't really decided what maps I'm making, but I really do hope that I can see most of you guys on this server, because I did hear that there might be servers maybe set up. You might have to buy it. I really don't care. I would buy a server for the whole entire experience of having multi-games. And there goes my phone for some apparent reason. And then I would buy a server, I would hold it up for probably a month and see how it goes. Then if it doesn't go that great with the whole entire multi-people on it, with a little bit of lag, because there's been lag lately because the server is not loading that correctly today. I don't know why. But that's pretty much all, Sharketeers. You may subscribe or like if you enjoy the Sharketeer clan. Peace off.